first presentation in my journey into Toastmasters. Now, I've been pondering for a while the best way to go about doing this presentation, and I thought pictures speak 1,000 words, so that's what I'm going to go with. Now, here are 3 key pictures about me that all explain very key details about who I am as a person. So first up, me in a Batman mask. I'm a massive Batman fan. I got a Batman belt buckle on, I got a pin badge, I wear socks, all the works. But Lego Batman is one I'm going to be very fond of, because if you've watched the Lego movies, you know he's sarcastic, he's humorous, and he kicks ass, all qualities I admire. Another one, if you've been to any of the tabletop bits, when it comes to food, I always talk about my love of Nando's. I love it because it's decent food, it's healthy, and it's delicious, and I can eat it all day long. And interestingly enough about that Nando's, it was me in Zambia visiting my wife when she was doing charity work out there, so I even managed to find it out there. Then finally, my love of Tim Hortons. Now, if you don't know Tim Hortons, it's a Canadian coffee chain. Very big out there, and it's now starting to make waves in the UK. French vanilla cappuccino and a Boston cream donut are the staples. And if you ever get a chance to try it, I guarantee you won't go back. And one other thing, as if you notice, my favorite color is orange. There's always a hint of orange in everything that I do. Now, another big passion of mine is martial arts, and more importantly, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It has taught me so many things that I really wish I'd picked it up earlier on in my life. But such is life, I picked it up as an adult, and it's taught me so many things, especially how to deal with situations when they're going badly, and the things that you can do to help put yourself in a better position. For example, the guy here is at the bottom of the fight, traditionally a very bad place to be. But what it teaches you is that you can do things, and sometimes the best thing to do is do nothing at all and wait for the right time to put yourself in a better position. By default, they teach you to hug the person. Now, that might seem contradictory to what you normally consider to do, but what happens is you control the distance and you limit the amount of damage you're going to take. Don't get me wrong, you're in a bad position. You're going to get hurt a bit, but it's not going to be a game-ending hit. But what happens when you hug somebody close that doesn't want to be held? They push away. That's their instinctive default reaction. And as you can see here, depending on what they do, you can put yourself in a much better position. You let them do the hard work for you. You don't waste your energy. And finally here, Fabricio Verdum, former UFC heavyweight champion of the world, he is so good at that horrible position that he begs people to join him down there. And they're so scared of it, as you'll see here, they walk away. That's ultimate mastery to me. He's seen everything and he goes, whatever you can show me, there's nothing I haven't seen before. And that leads on to a couple of quotes that come from martial arts in general, but I've used them throughout my life, and I think they're incredibly valuable. Sometimes you don't have to win, you can't win, but that's got nothing to do with losing. Sometimes surviving is a victory in itself. You've seen some shit, you've been through it, and you made it out the other end. You did that 5K run, you didn't come first, you might have come last, but you probably never did it before. So appreciate that. I myself take a lot of solace in something like that, because sometimes you're pushing forward so hard that you don't realize the achievements that you made along the way. And in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, they say a black belt is just a white belt that never quit. They fail, they relearn, and they just keep pushing forward bit by bit, perseverance in a nutshell. And the masters fail more times than most people even try. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with running. I only ever got into it to support my wife, do the loving husband thing. She wanted to do it. I thought, okay, I'll have a go. I still don't enjoy it to this day, but I realized I can find ways to make it enjoyable. I enjoy getting the medals, and I think that's just because I was an underachiever at school. Wasn't interested in exercise, wasn't interested in many things. So I find ways to make things interesting that I normally wouldn't find interesting. Now, what's interesting about running is, all the way through it, I don't enjoy it, I don't enjoy it, I don't enjoy it. But what it has taught me is running's more of a mental thing than anything else. And all the way through it, I don't enjoy it. But what I've realized is that in my mind, if I can get decent at something that I don't even enjoy, imagine what I'm like when I'm fully passionate about what I do. I'm in 110% all the way like a runaway train. It's like me with Toastmasters. I joined Toastmasters, been on the fence for a while, but once I was in 110%. I've been itching to do my icebreaker from the first moment I joined up. And And then that leads into something else, career and personal development. I'm very, very big on all of those things. And as you can see, I'm listed as a mentor. I'm one of the highest ranked virtualization infrastructure specialists in the world. I'm number 251 out of about 300 worldwide. I don't say that to brag, most people don't even care. But it was a lesson in perseverance and failing. I failed so many times that I nearly quit. And then I managed to pass it on my first try. But what it has taught me, high-level business people don't care about the technical details. They just care about the business requirements, the constraints, the risks, and is it going to help their business make money, and is it going to help their customers? And as I mentioned, throughout, self-development is very, very important to me. I push hard all the time. Time's wasting, the game's changing. You've got to keep on top of it as best as you can. But the more I learn, the more I realize I don't know. I say I don't know now more than ever. And, I find that annoying because somebody wants to know everything, but I guarantee you if I tell you I don't know, I will go away and find out as much about that subject as possible because I want at least a baseline understanding in it. Sometimes you can sit on the fence, but you really just need to have a go. And as much as you push forward all the time, I think it's really important sometimes have a cup of tea, sit down and look back at everything that you've achieved. And on that note, I thank you.